The scene opens with a bright and cheerful young woman radiating enthusiasm under the sunny sky. She has light brown hair styled in playful pigtails and is wearing a casual white top over a pink graphic tee, complete with a red choker and a camera slung across her body, clearly ready for a day of fun and exploration. With a wide, warm smile and an open gesture, she initiates the next move. Her speech bubble clearly conveys her immediate excitement. "Ka, I heard that there is a food road nearby. Let's go." This establishes a light-hearted atmosphere and a shared goal, to enjoy some lope. This panel is a detailed close-up that confirms the young woman's stylish yet adventurous ensemble. It focuses primarily on her lower half, showing her fair skin contrasting with a pair of purple denim shorts with rolled cuffs. Most distinctively, she is wearing patterned thigh-high stockings, white and pink diamonds, held up by two red suspender-like garter straps attached to the shorts. The straps emphasize her playful and somewhat daring fashion sense, contrasting with the sandy, natural backdrop. The camera hanging from her neck also highlights her role as a potential documenter of the day, emphasizing her readiness to capture memories. The panel serves to flesh out her character's visual personality before the plot thickens. Just as the woman, still smiling, is perhaps about to set off for the food road, the mood shifts with the sudden arrival of two new characters. The original woman is shown looking off-panel with a mildly surprised or inquiring expression. Standing to her right are a striking pair, a man and another woman. The newcomer woman has long, vibrant pink hair pulled into a high ponytail and wears a simple orange top, facing the original character with a tranquil, almost serene expression. The man is tall, impeccably dressed in a dark jacket and wears dark sunglasses, giving him an air of sophistication and slight aloofness. He is positioned protectively behind or beside the pink-haired woman. It is the pink-haired woman who speaks first, stating simply, "There you are." This line is spoken with a quiet finality, suggesting she was looking for someone and has now found them, immediately interrupting the earlier plans and shifting the focus of the scene. The focus abruptly returns to the first young woman, now seen in a close-up profile. Her expression has changed completely from the excitement of panel 1. Her eyes are lowered slightly, and her mouth is set in a line that suggests unease or disappointment. The background has become less clear, focusing the reader solely on her reaction and internal thoughts, which fill the large speech bubble next to her. "It's boring. Mr. Bai Ming Ye is still here. Maybe eating with Kaka will be postponed. The atmosphere between these two people, I feel very weird." This panel reveals crucial information. The man's name is Mr. Bai Ming Ye, and his presence, along with the pink-haired woman, has completely derailed her plans and soured her mood. Her focus has moved from enjoying food to observing the weird tension between the two new arrivals, suggesting a deeper, possibly romantic or complicated history that she is now awkwardly privy to. The narrative concludes with an intensely focused interaction between the two newcomers, viewed from the original woman's perspective. The pink-haired woman looks up at Mr. Bai Ming Ye, her expression now one of deep contemplation or mild anxiety. The man, still maintaining his imposing posture and sunglasses, looks down at her. Her speech bubble contains only the fragmented, truncated word, "that." Below her speech bubble, the word hesitant is written in bold, large red text, acting as a dramatic narrator's interjection to explicitly describe her unspoken feeling. This visual and textual emphasis underscores the palpable tension and uncertainty between the two characters, leaving the reader on a cliffhanger as the initial joyful plan is forgotten, replaced by an observation of a complex, unresolved dynamic.
The narrative continues the focus on the newly arrived man, Mr. Bai Ming Ye, as he responds to the earlier suggestion of going out for food. Only the lower part of the pink-haired woman's orange shirt is visible next to his dark jacket, emphasizing their close proximity. Mr. Bai Ming Ye offers his response in a large, dismissive speech bubble. His tone suggests total indifference to the food plans. "Wanna eat? Just go. I don't have any requirements toward eating." His arms are crossed over his chest, reinforcing his detached and authoritative demeanor. This response effectively shuts down the group activity, indicating that if the others want food, they must go without him, or simply get something on their own, cementing the shift in the group's dynamic. The scene cuts to a wider, slightly blurry shot of the beach resort setting, reminding the reader of the location. This visually grounds the story, showing a sheltered dining or lounge area near the water, with thatched roofing and comfortable seating. In the foreground, 3 figures, presumably the main characters, though blurred, are seated around a small, low table in wicker chairs, having transitioned from their standing positions. This establishes the new, more settled environment where the ensuing dialogue and observation will take place. The original young woman, Kaka implied, reasserts herself with a forced smile, attempting to salvage the situation. She is seen cheerfully addressing the other two, a glimmer of sweat near her hairline hinting at the effort she's making to appear unfazed by the sudden tension. She offers a solution that gives everyone a moment of space. "I'm going to get some food. You two just need to wait here for a second." This acts as a clear move to defuse the situation, allowing her to exit the immediate awkwardness and return with the promised meal, essentially pressing a pause button on the complicated interaction between Mr. Bai Ming Ye and the pink-haired woman. With the first woman gone, a moment of silent observation settles over the remaining 2. The panel focuses on the young woman's body language as she stands near the table, her hands resting close to the wicker edge. Her internal monologue, displayed in a large speech bubble, highlights the powerful aura surrounding the man. "Mr. Bai is really too powerful. Obviously, there are many people here, but no one dares to get close." This thought reveals the man's formidable reputation and how his mere presence, combined with his imposing appearance, is enough to create an invisible boundary around them, pushing back the crowd despite the public setting. This emphasizes that his power isn't just internal, but projects outward, affecting the entire environment. The tension reaches a new level as Mr. Bai Ming Ye, having settled into the casual resort seating, initiates a surprisingly intimate question directed at the pink-haired woman. The background is now blurred, drawing all attention to the pair. He has removed his sunglasses and is wearing reading glasses, making him appear slightly more vulnerable, or at least less guarded. He looks at her directly and asks, "Can I take off my glasses?" This unexpected question about such a small, personal action suggests he is seeking her permission or approval for something, perhaps a momentary lowering of his guard. The pink-haired woman is visibly taken aback, responding with a hesitant and non-committal reaction. The panel ends on this charged exchange, leaving the nature of their relationship and the reason for his sudden request ambiguous and heightening the drama. The pink-haired woman's internal reaction to the request is shown in a close-up on her face, which is etched with skepticism and annoyance. Her internal monologue scathingly critiques his behavior. "If don't want to wear it, then take it down. Ask me for what?" She sees his question as unnecessarily dramatic or manipulative, wondering why he needs her specific permission for a simple personal action. Mr. Bai Ming Yi responds to her visible hesitation by offering a reason that instantly grounds their interaction in a shared history. He is seen again wearing his large sunglasses, looking out over the water not directly at her. He offers a cryptic yet charged explanation. "You are the one who wore it to me." This statement immediately transforms the glasses from a simple accessory into a symbol of their past connection, implying that the item holds significance because it was a gift or a specific request from her. This panel focuses on the man's posture and the woman's unspoken judgment of his response. We see the lower part of his body and his hand resting on the glass table. The pink-haired woman's internal monologue dismisses his statement as a poor attempt at an excuse. "Oh dear, I don't think he can think of this excuse either." This internal thought indicates that she finds his explanation unbelievable, or perhaps manipulative, refusing to accept the emotional weight he has placed on the glasses. The pink-haired woman decides to take action, asserting her position and control. She steps closer to Mr. Bei Mingyi, looking down at him with a stern expression. With her fingers, she begins to physically remove the reading glasses from his face. She states her logical counter-argument to his previous statement. "I never said I won't let you take it down." The dramatic text, "take," is placed below her statement, visually emphasizing the moment of physical contact and the decisive act of removal, overriding his need for verbal permission with direct action. As the pink-haired woman continues the act of removing the glasses, the attention shifts to her own internal astonishment. The focus is on her arm and hand, which are gently holding the bridge of his nose to remove the glasses. She reflects on the shock of his compliance. Bei Mingyi also know to obey like this? The sun is rising in the west? This final thought reveals that his unexpected obedience to her direct action is completely out of character, highlighting the unusual nature of their relationship and leaving the reader to question what kind of leverage or history she holds over this powerful man. With the glasses gone, Mr. Bei Mingyi turns the focus onto her. His expression is now open, with a slightly challenging smile. He asks two pointed questions, seeking to understand her current status. "Why do you follow us? Don't you work today?" His hand is shown holding the removed glasses, which he is handing over to her. This immediately shifts the power dynamic back into a formal, almost prosecutorial interrogation. The pink-haired woman takes the glasses, placing them in the pocket of his jacket. Her answer is brief and straightforward, offering no further explanation. "Weekend." This simple response confirms she is not working, but does not address the question of why she is following him, maintaining an air of mystery. Mr. Bei Mingyi leans in, his face closer to hers, his gaze intense and slightly possessive. He confesses the true reason for his attention and presence, giving an explicit link to their past separation. "I'm afraid that if you don't pay attention to you, you will be seduced by other men, then want to leave me again." His statement reveals a deep-seated fear of abandonment and jealousy, explaining his controlling behavior and confirming that the tension stems from a past breakup initiated by her. Her response is a silent ellipsis, indicating speechless surprise or frustration at his frankness. The narrative cuts away from the couple's intense discussion to the cheerful return of the first young woman. She is carrying large, light blue plastic bags filled with food and offers an apologetic, friendly smile. She addresses Mr. Bei Mingyi, explaining her purchase. "Mr. Bei, it's so embarrassing. I don't know what kind of food you like, so I bought fried noodles and fried rice by myself." Her return and the simple, practical food break the tension, providing a welcome distraction from the heavy emotional exchange. A close-up shot confirms the abundance and variety of the takeout food. The visual presentation of the food provides a moment of simple, appetizing reality, contrasting sharply with the complex emotional drama that just transpired. After the food is laid out, Mr. Bei Mingyi returns to his powerful, silent mode. He is sitting back with his arms crossed, his gaze fixed intensely on the pink-haired woman. The caption explicitly labels the moment, "Silence and Stare." This emphasizes the continued, unresolved tension between them. The pink-haired woman begins to eat, using chopsticks. The first woman looks on with a surprised expression. A dramatic caption, "Bear it and take it out," suggests a specific, difficult action is being performed. A question mark in a speech bubble indicates the first woman's confusion. The source of the confusion is immediately revealed. The pink-haired woman, without looking at the man, is using her chopsticks to meticulously pick something out of his food and speaking to the bewildered first woman. "He doesn't like to eat onions." This shows an intimate, long-standing knowledge of his habits, which deeply surprises the first woman, who can only stammer, "You." The first young woman is shown in a close-up profile, her expression one of dawning realization. Her internal monologue pieces together the truth. These two people are strange. Kaka seems to understand very well the habits of Mr. Bay, and he also seems very obedient to Kaka. Could it be she misidentifies the pink-haired woman as Kaka, likely the name of the girl in the pigtails, or perhaps a pet name she now attributes to the other woman in confusion? The internal question hangs in the air, recognizing the depth of the couple's bond. Before the first woman can draw a conclusion, Mr. Bei Ming-ye reasserts his control over the day's plans, suggesting they continue together. He asks the pink-haired woman, "Where else do you want to go this afternoon? Let me take you to." The pink-haired woman's internal reaction is one of resigned frustration. "Seems like he insisted on following me." This confirms that his earlier jealous confession is driving his need to stay with her and control her movements, effectively trapping her in his presence for the remainder of the afternoon. The first young woman cheerfully intervenes, providing the details of their professional plan for the afternoon. "So it's good. We intend to go to the advertising agency this afternoon to see if their advertising plan is okay." This introduces a specific, work-related objective for the group. The pink-haired woman, identified as Kaka in the previous panel's thought bubble, confirms the difficulty in setting up the meeting. A text box reads, "Nod," as she speaks. "Yes, we convinced them so long that they agreed to meet." This highlights the importance and difficulty of their scheduled business appointment. Mr. Bei Ming-ye immediately focuses on a potential problem, asking a direct, challenging question. Difficulty? The pink-haired woman explains the specific issue with the agency's work. "The time was too urgent. They tried their best. Just our request still has not been reached." This dialogue establishes the man's immediate involvement in her work matters and the professional challenge they face. Mr. Bei Ming-ye, having received the onionless piece of food prepared by the pink-haired woman, places it in his mouth with a slight smile. He responds to the professional problem with a simple, almost dismissive sound. "Oh." This juxtaposition highlights the contrast between the high-stakes professional issue and his casual yet clearly taken care of personal life.